guys, so we're going to do this little mini episode on how to circular breathe. And this is something that people find quite difficult with the didgeridoo. I've seen some people pick it up in the matter of a couple of days, and some people takes a little bit more time to learn to circular breathe. But what I'm going to do is show you a few little tricks that will help you getting there. The first one you might have heard of before is our cup of water with a straw. So you can practice this one at home. Is you're going to get a cup and you're going to fill it up about a third full of water. So around about to here is a third in this cup. So I've got some water in here and I've got a straw. Again, I'm going to sit up nice and straight because it allows more air into our lungs. And I'm going to try and have a go at blowing bubbles. But the trick is I'm going to try and take a sniff of air in through my nose. So blowing bubbles out of my mouth. And then when I get about halfway through my breath, so if you imagine your lungs are full, when you're about halfway through your breath, you're going to try and take a little sniff of air in. So it's not a big breath in through your nose, it's just a little sniff. So listen out for, as I'm blowing the bubbles, you'll hear my nose just take a quick sniff. Now you want to make sure you don't fill your cup up with too much water because you'll get water going everywhere. And if you don't have enough, then it's just a little bit too hard to circular breathe. But you can imagine this is like a mini didgeridoo where there's a little bit more help from the air pressure to get yourself circular breathing. So that's one that you can practice at home that works really well. So if you can start to get this circular breathing, it is much easier with the cup and straw. That'll transfer over to the didgeridoo. I'm going to show you now a couple of other little tricks that will help you pick up your circular breathing. So when you're trying to circular breathe, your whole body's relaxed except for your core. Okay, so you're going to almost breathe deep into your belly when you try and circular breathe, but there's actually a little bit of a trick. You're going to hold this air up into your cheeks. So at home, if you filled your cheeks up with air and then you push that air out, that's the trick we're actually doing. We're not breathing from our lungs, we're keeping it strong in our core, filling our cheeks up with air and pushing that air out. So you can have a practice of that one at home. So filling your cheeks up and pushing the air out. If you feel up to it, take your hands away and try and push that air out. Now the trick is when that air is going out, is to try and take a little bit of a sniff of the air in. So with your hands and your cheeks full, blowing that air out and taking a sniff in through your nose. So that's kind of like what circular breathing is. So there's another trick that I'm going to show you that will help you getting your circular breathing a little bit better, and it's just called the blow sniff trick. So the idea is I'm going to play the didgeridoo and I'm going to just do one long blow and then I'm going to have a sniff of air in and then I'm going to continue on. So it'll sound like this. So start out really slow, so just blow, have a sniff of air in, blow, have a sniff of air in. And see if you can make those gaps a little bit shorter. So when you're starting to get it, your gaps between where you stop are actually going to get really small and eventually you'll be able to circular breathe. So it'll sound like this. So remember, strong core, everything else relaxed, holding that air up in our cheeks and taking a quick sniff of air in through our nose. Eventually those gaps will get so small that you'll start to circular breathe and it'll sound like this. And that's that air that's being held in my cheeks, and then I'm sniffing through my nose as I'm pushing that air out through my cheeks. So that's our little tricks to help circular breathing. So you've got the cup and straw and the blow and sniff trick. They're both really helpful tricks at home if you've got a little bit of time to practice those. But I'd be really interested, so use the hashtag and send through your videos of how you're going with your circular breathing.